Hello there, wormlings. Black Dragon King here, and welcome back to Ark. Actually, welcome to Ark. But anyway, this is a game that's still in game preview. As you can see, I got my house built already, and I got a ship out there, and I got one of my tribe members. He's building his house out there. But today, we're gonna teach you guys how to build a pirate ship, a proper pirate ship. And we're gonna do it all legitly here. No console commands. Well, I am gonna use one console command to get the design flags, the boss flags, because it would take forever to go get the 3 boss flags I need. So, but you can still do it completely legitly and fight the bosses yourselves. So, but yeah, that ship over there, we're gonna make another one for you. Actually, I am gonna use one console command because my night times are set to incredibly long, so set it to 8 o'clock in the morning so we can have some light. Wow, that's bright off the land there. Anyway, what you're going to need for the ship, and I got some of it, I got more than I need because I was building my house, but a lot of it is pretty easy. You're going to need, well, one, you need your raft. Where did I put my raft? I don't think I made my raft. Nope, I did not make my raft. So, let's make that real quick. All right. We have our raft, and it's made, placed. I forgot if I can paint this raft. I don't think I can paint it. Nope, I don't think I can paint this. Nope, don't think I can paint it. Oh well, that's fine. But anyway, you are going to need to start with, you're going to need 6 wooden foundations. How do you get 6 on here when it's such a small ship? Well, you take it and you gotta creep it to the end, kind of overlap the rudder just a little bit. Don't worry about that, we'll deal with that when it gets here, and walk it back to about there. Good. Make sure it's lined up properly. Yep, good. And then once the first one is placed, you just build out with the other 5. Like so. Now, next thing you're going to need, wooden ceilings. You can make this out of stone too if you want, or metal. You can make like a stone ship or like a metal battleship or something, but I like the wooden pirate ships. You place 2 wooden ceilings on the back there, 2 on the front. Don't worry about the little lip overhangs there. That happens. Should be good on that side, should be good on this side. It's hard to get it exactly center, but it'll still look good. Alright, once your wooden ceilings are placed, you're going to need the walls, wooden walls. And total you're going to need 11 ceiling. Well, total you're going to need for the raft, you're going to need the raft, 6 wooden foundations, 11 ceilings, 1 wooden hatch frame, 9 wooden walls, 2 wooden window frames, 1 wooden door frame, 1 wooden door, 1 ladder, 3 rope ladders, 2 sloped walls left, 2 sloped walls right, 3 sloped wooden roofs, 6 wooden pillars, 17 wooden railings, 1 catwalk, 2 6-panel flags, 3 boss flags of whichever one you want, and 1 storage box, 1 large storage box, and 1 cannon. Yes, we are going to be putting a cannon on this. Because what's a pirate ship without a cannon? Alright, so we got our walls. First things first, we're going to build that one, and this one. Don't worry about the 2 in the back and this gap here. The back is where the window frames go. This is where the door frame goes. And I was wrong. Do not put that wooden frame there. We need a wooden hatch frame there. And I forgot to build that one as well, so give me a second. Wooden hatch frame. Alright, wooden hatch frame. This one. Put the hatch frame there. So, conserve yourself one. You still need 11, but that's not one that you need. So, put the hatch frame there. And take your ladder, the 1 wooden ladder. If I can line it up properly. I hate this. Sometimes you gotta build from underneath, which is okay. Let's go into first person. It's easier to control. And put the ladder. That is going to help you get onto the ship and down to where you have to drive it. Because when you build on it, for some reason you have to go underneath to access the raft to drive it. But we're good. Alright. Now, let's continue with the wall building. Build one here. Here. One here. And one here. Perfect. Now, on this side, you need to build a wall. Come on, turn the right way. Dang it. There we go. And one more. Now, you do need 1 extra wall, so keep that in mind. So make it 10. Make that 10, but you're only going to have 9 left on the ship here. But we need to put a wall frame there because we need to put ceilings in for the underside of the boat. And they only attach to the top of the wall. So that's why you need the second wall down there. But once it's attached, once it's attached, we can remove this wall. And it stays. And then you just build 2 more out from there. And then that's 9 or 5. Right? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then here. Oh, I put that the wrong way. Let's put the windows first. Window 1, window 2, and the door frame. Ah! It does jumble around a lot, so you gotta kind of position it right to get it in the right position there. There we go. Ah! Dang it! I'm gonna make 2 just in case I mess up again. There we go. Got it in the right position. Make the wood face outward. And then just put your door. Alright. Now, to get the ramp up to the front deck there, or the stern castle, which is where the back flags are going to go, we need a right sloped wall for the outside, a left sloped wall for the inside, and a sloped ceiling to go on top of it. Right there. And now while we're up here, okay, the next we want these to go crossways to match with the stern castle proper. And then to build the front, same thing as the ramp up to the stern castle. Build the bow. Take a right, place it there. Take a left, place it there. And you take your last 2 sloped ceilings and place them here. And here if it will turn the proper direction. There we go. All right, so the bow is done, main deck is done, stern castle is done. Now, to give it more of the piratey detail, like over there, you want to take your pillars. You need 6. I got 100 because I was building my house, but line it up with the center, like right in between the 2 center foundations there. Now, depending on how good you got it lined up with the raft mast, you can work it from there. We need 3, and we need a ceiling for the lower crow's nest. And this is where we need the rope ladders. Ladder, 1 there, 1 there to connect to the bottom. Climb up. We need another 2 masts or pillars. 1 more ceiling piece there, and that's where the last rope ladder will attach to. Now you can climb up that second ladder. It's really easy. Go up, land, back up a little bit, look up at it, and climb it. And we're up at the top. Now I am going to fly here because it's really hard to position the sails right. But you can do it. Just remember, if you don't have the admin sheets to fly, then you gotta remember you gotta stand here and remember that the flag is going to be facing you. So when you push the A button or push the button to place it in a position, remember to rotate it 100 degrees before you confirm the position. But as for me, I'm going to take one flag, place it right about on this first gap in the wood there, so the flags are facing out. And do the same on the other side. First gap of wood. Get it about lined up properly. There we go. And you now have a mainsail. Foresail and a mainsail. Now, beyond that, I'm going to walk again because I want to do this as legitly as possible. All right. Now, what are you wondering the catwalk's for? Well, every pirate ship needs a plank, right? Well, there you go. Now let's get the wooden railings. Did I make the wooden railings? Thought I did. I did not. I'm going to need to make those too. You need 17 of those total. So 5, 10, 15. All right, 17 made. Place that in a hotbar. I don't want to have to keep going in and out of the menu. And just place them along the edge here. That's 6 of them. And there you go for the main deck rails. Then on the stern castle, just place them around like so. And you have proper railings on the stern castle and still able to get down. And the last 6, they go up on the mid and upper crow's nest. Remember to leave the back one open so you can get up the ladders. Shut up, phone. Now, sometimes you need to build, sometimes if you don't exactly place the flags in the proper position, the one back here won't work, but you can still place that one. Just remember that if you want this railing here, you need to place the flags right. But if you can't, the flags provide a proper railing anyway. All right. And remember, when you drop down from the crow's nest all the way to the main deck, you will take damage. So either climb down or aim for the stern castle when you drop. Okay. Now, boss flags. I chose the dragon because, dragon. Place one in line with this middle railing here, as close to it as possible so we don't get too far into the stern castle with a flag. And do the same with this one here. Again, as close as possible. And you lined up, and you have your aft sail. Perfect. The last part, the last boss flag, is right in front of main sail here. As your ship's banner. Now at this point, besides the cannon and the containers, we're done. Cannon, the only place it can go, but it's okay because, you know, that's the best part it can go. It's right here on the bow of the ship. We want to make sure it's properly lined up. And sometimes I turn it around. You know what? I'm gonna fly again because this one's hard to place without flying. Let's go up. Let's get our cannon. Right, and place our cannon. Ha! Now what I usually do is the small storage box I usually put behind the cannon and put extra cannonballs in there. It holds 15, so 15 shots for our cannon should be more than enough. So place that there. And large storage box, I usually place right about here. Out of the way, it's a good position for it. And you can put swords, you can put like your weapons in there, you can put a lot of stuff in there. And it's really good. And then what you can do, another thing, if you have one, you can put a simple bed in there. It's just big enough or just small enough to where it fits comfortably. Let's walk again. And you have yourself a nice pirate ship here. And you're all set. Now, it's not really big, but with the size of the raft, it's what we have to work with, you know. I think it looks good. And you can leave the front open so you can just do a beach storming ramp. Like you can float it right up to the front of the beachfront and like charge off of it with your swords and guns and whatnot. It's really cool. So, and it can comfortably seat quite a few people. You can probably fit, like, since the traditional tribe size in Ark is like 10 people, you could probably fit all 10 people on here comfortably and be just fine. Like normally when you have the normal just main simple raft, it's kind of hard to fit 4 people on it, let alone your whole tribe. But once you build the ship like this, you can, well, you got quite a bit of room. And you can have 2 of your people manning the cannon. You can rotate it pretty much, and you can quick rotate it by moving the ship itself. And then and have your people up in the crow's nest keeping a lookout. The spyglass works well for it. You can have someone manning the ship down below and the rest on the deck with their long rifles or their pistols and stuff and her swords, and it's really cool. So, let's take her for a drive, shall we? Now it's kind of hard to see, but generally it's kind of like almost like a chase cam for a vehicle in like Grand Theft Auto or something. And you can just sail it around the island. Now remember, if you have people on crow's nest, remember to tell them not to jump while you're moving, because it will throw them off the ship. Same thing if you decide to put benches or chairs or anything like that. Same deal. But you have plenty of room to work with on the ship. I mean, it's not the ultimate mansion of a house or massive sized ship, but you know, for what it is and how much room you got to build with, you can actually make this quite decently sized. So, however, the downside, if you take a raft out into the deep ocean, the more you build on it, the more likely a Leedsichthys will come after you. And if you don't know what that is the giant fucking fish. But yeah, so the more you build on a raft, the more attention it will draw from the Leedsichthys. Just remember that when you're sailing out into the deep ocean. Preferably good to leave 1 or 2 people on the ship to defend it while you're deep sea diving or whatnot. But anyway, that is how you build a pirate ship in Ark. And then you can, from this point, you can paint it, you can respray the flags, you can paint them like mine over there, you can do like a black ship. I got the black and gold paint scheme on mine. Or you can leave it just the plain wood and the colors that it gives you. Anything works. So there we go. And when you come out of the driving the raft, it'll put you on the main deck here. So if you want to drive it again, whoever's driving has to get off and stand on the raft side here and just like get underneath of it and drive it. So just remember that when you go to get off and then want to drive it again, you have to get underneath of it. Anyway, that is about all the time I have for this episode, viewers. I hope you all found this informative, found it cool. I certainly did when I figured it out. I was building last night or a couple nights ago and messing around and trying to figure out if I could do this, and glad I was able to figure it out. So I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one to figure out this design, but you know, if I am the first to figure it out, well, I hope this helps you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been fun playing with you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to support me on Patreon and visit my Facebook page. Both of the links are in the description below. And I hope to catch you all in the next video. Peace out, wormlings.